Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell, and we got a fantastic show for you today. First off, happy 4th of July to you, your friends, your family, and to America. And Brad, I think that you're repping that hard today. What do you got on there?
Let's go, baby. Got that knockoff Chinese basketball or a Chinese website purchased USA basketball jersey. So we call that, told AB, it's an inauthentic jersey. Absolutely fake, but it's real on me right now.
The inauthentic jersey. Well, it looks good on you, boy. Hey, I didn't know we were having a gun show this early on the holiday, but I like it.
Love.
Greg, what's up, baby?
Happy 4th. Happy Friday. Good to see you guys. Taking a little time off after that college baseball season, so back and refreshed.
Yeah, rightfully so, man. And you have to do that, man, because number one, college baseball is such a long season, and number two, it's such a different sport. Like it can get weird when you're betting college baseball and MLB at the same time because it's not built the same. Like it is not the same baseball game whatsoever. Major League Baseball is very difficult to find success in college baseball. A lot of times it's just getting the bat on the ball, man, and having craziness happen. So, all right, we're going to have a great show for you today. Now, we're going to skip the NFL today just because it's a holiday and I don't want to take up, 2 hours of everybody's time. Like, I just want to hit on what we have today, have some fun, chat a little bit, and then get out of here. Also, we will not have an afternoon show today just because it's a holiday. Spend time with your family, spend time with your friends. I don't want to take up all your time. We'll hit everything that we need right here. And if anything pops up, don't worry. Computer, the laptop's only 3 feet away from me at all times, as these fellas right here also understand that life. So don't worry. But yeah, man, we'll hit it all today or hit it all this morning. So that not waiting around. Don't want to take up anybody's time. All right. Now, before we look forward, we always have to look back here. How did we do yesterday? All right. Yankees, Blue Jays over 8.5. My God, the Yankees cannot win a baseball game. I mean, just cannot win a baseball game. We get that one. Do not get the Brewers and Mets. Do not get the Twins and the Marlins. We do get Suarez there for a home run at plus 425. So that one's solid there. Also, got to give a shout out to our man, TJ, dude. He called yesterday. Yeah, right here. Addison Barger home run at plus 500. When I saw that last night, dude, I started dying. I was like, TJ. Oh, man. I absolutely love it, man. Great job, buddy. Great job. All right. Howie Schwab, crew play of the day. 2 games, 4 plays. Where are you going? Cardinals, Cubs over 10. Cardinals, Cubs under 10. Are you going to go Astros, Dodgers over 9 or Astros, Dodgers under 9? Poll is in the chat. Vote now. Update, as we always do at the end of the show. All right. Now, fellas. Okay. First off, before we get started, all right, if you're going to a 4th of July cookout, or you're hosting a 4th of July cookout, Brad, I'm going to start with you. What are you making? Like, what would we all eat if we came to your house today? Are you hamburgers and hot dogs, right? Like, what are your sides? Like, you're making all of us like one plate, right, of food. How do you get down on 4th of July?
I mean, I'm definitely a hamburger hot dog guy. If I have to, like gun to the head, I'm going to choose a great hot dog, a great brat, a Nathan's, specifically the best hot dog out there. But in my later years, I've kind of switched more toward a burger. But hamburgers, hot dogs, got to have some chips, some type of potato. So potato salad, scalloped potato, something like that. Maybe some watermelon. Man, that's it.
Nice, man. Greg, what about you?
Oh, I'm getting a taste of both today. We're doing a barbecue over here at the Elks Lodge, so I'm going to go help with that and do some, basic hamburgers, hot dogs. I enjoy a nice cheeseburger. I will definitely say it. But then we're going the other spectrum later for a barbecue. We're doing a chili cook-off today, and then we're doing a duck poppers and salmon and tri-tip later tonight.
Hey, all right. Well, Brad, I'll tell you what. You're 12 minutes down the street. I'm going to pick you up right after the show. We're flying out to Greg's house.
Go.
We're going to spend the 4th with him because that sounds unbelievable, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what'd you say? Sorry.
I said absolutely.
Okay, yeah. Now, I see in the chat, some people are saying ribs. Some people are saying, Big Tony said he's on wings. Maddie and Zach said brats. I'm with you on brats. Absolutely with you. Now, don't get me wrong. Dude, you could – now, a Nathan's hot dog, Brad, like you were saying, They are the best. They're
Mhm.
absolutely fantastic. But, dude, you could feed me one of them kindergarten kids hot dogs, that you're like, I don't know what any of this is that's in this hot dog. And one of the cheap flattened buns, that got wet in the bag outside, right? Like, I'm fine. All right. I can deal with that. But you throw a brat on there, buddy. That's high class eating right there, boy. That is solid food right there. Now, all right. Pat asked in the chat, Brad, hot dog, ketchup or mustard?
Both, but specifically not Indians, Cleveland Guardians Stadium mustard. If you've never had the stadium mustard, specifically the Cleveland Guardians brand, it used to be the Indians, still have it that way, but buying it only in Ohio, that is the best brown mustard you can get. That ketchup, that's all you need.
All right. So, okay. Brown mustard at Cleveland Cavalier games.
Well, it's technically sold. It was the Cleveland Indians brand specifically. So you can still buy it as that with an emblem on it, but it's not Indians anymore. It's like Cleveland something. They had to obviously rebrand it. But that mustard, we go to Ohio. I'm from Ohio. Every single year, we come back with 6-7 bottles of that mustard all year long.
Nice. All right. Now, let me say this. There was a time in my life that I was engaged, and she was a great girl, and it didn't work out. And she actually ended up hitting me with a pitching wedge. So I could be an annoying human being. We were the same person. All right. I'm telling you, the exact same person. And it didn't work. We tried. It didn't work. But the point of that story is that she had family that was in Louisville. All right. So I would drive from Nashville to Louisville all the time. Right. And Louisville is like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes away, from the Ohio line in Cincinnati. Her family would have Buckeyes. Have you ever had a Buckeye? Right?
Oh.
Yeah. I'd never heard of them. Right? Like, I didn't know that it was a thing. Dude, I was like a child at this table just eating. I was hammering those things, dude. Those things are good. Greg, you ever had a Buckeye before?
No, I'm flying blind here.
Yeah. Dude, they're fire. Like, they're good, man. Like, Google it when we get done. Like, you'll see it.
Yeah,
dude, they're awesome, man.
You can get
Absolutely
some knockoff Buckeyes, but the really solid, the good peanut butter with the chocolate Buckeyes, oh my God, it's better than Reese's.
Yeah. Now, John said Buckeyes are just chocolate. I mean, it's a lot of chocolate. Yeah, Brian said AB and Tiger getting whacked with a golf club. I swear, dude, it was a tailor-made. It was a good pitching wedge. It wasn't a Vokey or anything, but I mean, it was a tailor-made. It was a nice, solid one. I was like, yeah, I probably deserve that. She was like, if you work past 5 o'clock one more time, I'm hitting you with a golf club. I got home from work about midnight. That was the end of that. Anyways, all right. You want to hear a quick story real quick? It's a true story. So we break the engagement off. Okay. Which is fine. Again, nothing negative about, I'm just giving you a little insight into my life. Nothing negative against her. If I saw her today, be all great. I deserve it. But so get the rings back. Okay. And then I'm like, what the hell do I do with an engagement ring? You can't bring it back. You know what I mean? So I was like, So I went to a pawn shop. Okay. Go to a pawn shop in Nashville over off West End. All right. Near Vanderbilt.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, I'm going to at least go to a pawn shop where there's some money around. Maybe they'll give me a little bit more. Don't go to a broke pawn shop. Go to one in the rich area. Right. So I go to a pawn shop, walk in, comically low, that they offer, which is normal. I don't blame them. That's their business model. You have nowhere else to go. Hey, this is what you got. Right. So when I walked in, there's a homeless dude, like a for real homeless dude that was like, hey, man, you got $1? I said, nah. I was like, I don't. Hang tight. So I go in. I was like, I'll get you $1. I was like, I don't have any cash. I was like, I'll get you $1. I'll get you more. Just hang tight, man. Let me figure this out. All right. So, John said, not a pawn shop on Charlotte Avenue. John knows what I'm talking about. Yep. Right over there in that area. So anyway, so I walk in comically low, and I was like, you know what? I was like, let me think about it. He was like, okay, that offer only lasts for, an hour. I was like, okay, whatever. So walk out. And I said, you still need that $1? He goes, yeah. I tossed him the box with the ring. And I said, go in there. And here's the number. I said, ask for that number. All yours. Change your life. Walked out. Left. I have no idea what happened to that guy. But I hope that I hope that it changed his life. I was like, you know what? F it. Just F this whole thing. This whole thing went to hell. All of it. You know what, buddy? At least somebody's going to get some good out of this. I have no idea where that guy is. I would love to find him. I'm hoping that he used the money on getting his life back together.
I'm hoping he's still wearing the ring.
That'd be even better.
I think he's an undercover employee for the pawn shop.
Yeah.
Probably. That'd actually not be a bad play. That's you know what?
That's a high EV play right there.
That was 9 years ago, and I never thought about that till you just said that.
I got a sick mind. I'm sorry. That's where
No. I love it. I would love to run into that guy again. I mean, he wouldn't remember me. I wouldn't remember him. I don't know what the guy looked like. But I don't know. Some black dude. He was like 6'2". You know what I mean? Like sitting down, I was like, this dude's tall. I don't know where that came from. Hey, this dude's tall. Hey, hang tight a second. But yeah. And Roger had to be good. You know what? It did. And glad I did it. No regrets on that. And I really do hope that it changed that guy's life. But who knows? Probably the pawn shop probably saw the homeless guy come in and said, I'm cutting this number down by half. This guy's not going to negotiate. He'll take anything, which is what I worried about. But even still, it's better than $1, right? Yeah. All right. That's enough story time for today. All right. Let's get into our plays. That's a true story. Dude, I love that John nailed it on Charlotte. He knew exactly where it was. All right. Let's get to our plays for today. Greg, start us off. All right. And we're going to go baseball, and we're going hot dogs today, my boy. What you got?
Yes, we are. We've got to celebrate the right way. We'll get started with baseball. Both later games today. Sticking to both teams actually just played each other. And like where both of them are, even with the D-backs coming off the series loss, we will take the Diamondbacks today on the money line. They will take on Kansas City, who continues this West Coast trip. And I think the Diamondbacks, a bit of a slide right now, but overall they've been playing really well, like how they're playing at home. And I think the holiday has an effect with some of these teams. I like the Diamondbacks today. On top of that, what used to be the Bay Bridge series, it's a different bridge series, I guess, because the Sacramento Bridge series. But I like the Giants' money line today. I think the Giants have, hit that slide. The offense has been struggling, turn it around with a couple nice victories in Arizona. I also lean the over in this game. I'm sure we'll talk about it in a little while with weather and heat. In Oklahoma, I guess Sacramento, as I say it. But I do like the Giants' money line today. And then we will go hot dog eating contest time. Yes, it's funny. Yes, it's comical. Yes, it's enjoyable. But I also take it seriously. I think that under 71.5 is going to be the number today. It's going to be a combination of what we've seen in the past as well as what's happened in the last couple of years. 2 years off with him getting that interesting vegan contract, and there was that whole debacle for a while. As well as you look at the previous results, the numbers have been going down. 71.5 as well for a 41-year-old is a lot. I think that there is a cover number that he might be able to get, and as comical it is to talk about hot dog eating contest, there is profit in it. So we will take Joey Chestnut under 71.5 hot dogs eaten today.
It's a beautiful play, and let me tell you why. When a player like in the NFL or whatever, like finally gets paid, they get that big ass contract, right? Free agency season, they're massively great. They get paid somehow. Those numbers always seem to fall, right? Yeah. Starving dog gets the food. I'm with you. I think that I think he's gotten paid. I think that everybody knows at least who he is, right? And I think there's going to be a little pressure on him, which goes in the opposite way. Like I think he's going to force it, and I don't think that it's going to be good for him. So, yeah, I'm with you, man. I'll go under 71.5 as well. All right, Bradley, Soccer, baby. What we got?
Yes, sir. You talked about being in Louisville right from the border of where we're headed today, or actually tomorrow in the MLS. We're going to Cincinnati, taking on a fellow darling, Chicago Fire, who we've tailed before. We're going for that over 3 Asian total. 3 goals gives us a push. 4 goals gives us a full cash. Because simply Chicago is that team hitting those overs. Cincinnati, they're scoring 90% of the last 20, but multiple in their trending stats. They're also conceding 14 of the last 19. Both teams are scoring 75% of the last 12, over 2.5, and 67% of the last 2.5. So they're trending to both teams to score, trending the scoring, conceding, and the over 2.5, and the over 3.5, and 7-11 of those over 2.5. You like to see those numbers from Cincinnati. But what we love more than everything is this Chicago Fire team, specifically away from home. Chicago scored in 79% of their last 19 league matches. Solid. 2+ in 14 of 21, which is 67%. So you're seeing 2+ in 2 out of every 3 matches. But away from home, 2+ in 10 of the last 12. 83% this season. 3+ in 7 of the last 10, and 3+ in 4 of the last 5 away. So you've seen Chicago not only hit their totals, but hit the totals on both ends of the pitch, and 3+ in a lot of those matches. 3 is the trending correlating figure with the Chicago Fire, but they're a conceding team more than a scoring team, which is kind of crazy. Conceded in 27 of 29, 93%, and 15 straight away from home. Where are they on Saturday? Away from home. So that's 15 straight, including 39 of the last 43, which is 91%. Scoring, conceding, hitting the totals. And this season, the Chicago Fire away from home, 13 straight matches hit both teams to score. 11 straight away matches hit over 2.5. And 16 of the last 20 that hit over 2.5 hit that 3.5. That is 80%. And so we've given you all these figures. We love the both teams score, both over 2.5 and the over 3.5 on both ends. But what do we love more than everything? It's not just the matchup history, which is pretty crazy, hitting 6 of the last 8 over 2.5 and 3 of the last 4 of those over 2.5 and 3.5. But Chicago Fire, they are the top team in the league for goals. The only team averaging 5 goals per match away from home. Where are they? Away from home again. They've scored 28 and they've conceded 22, 3.8 total goals per match, the highest in the league, both home and away, and they're away hitting even better. So we're going for that over 3. Cincinnati, Chicago Fire, -135.
Attaboy. Well done, man. Well done. Love it. All right. 3 from me. Reds, Phillies, over 8. Got a pretty decent pitching matchup here, but I do believe, number 1, the weather is in a fantastic hitting spot. And number 2, I think that both teams on this holiday, I think they get after it, man. So I'm with you. Look, I'm going Cincy too on this one, on and over. I like it. We're going to go over 8 there. Rangers, Padres, over 8.5. I don't know if anyone on planet Earth is going to be betting this game today, but we are, and there are going to be runs all over the board. The Rangers and the Padres. I'm going to take them over 8.5. And then the Brewers and the Marlins over 8. The weather is ridiculous down there. And I know that, there is a roof, all that, in Miami, but it's still hot. And it's still 2 teams that can absolutely mash right now on the baseball. So we're going to take over 8 at -115. All right, Brad, you had a question here. Reed said, Brad, what do you think about Chelsea scoring in the first half? Bet365 has a boost at +175.
Man, Chelsea. What do we make of Chelsea? Maresca's Chelsea tends to come out very conservatively. Could they score in the first half? Absolutely. But will they? I'm not sure. They tend to mitigate the risk in the first half, looking for that halftime minimum push going into that second half. And all you have to do is edge them in the second half. That's what I expect from Chelsea, and or the opposite. Come out, score early, and sit on it. Chelsea are not a team who are going to score 3, 4, 5, 6 goals. It's not in their DNA. So a difficult Chelsea squad, I tend to avoid them if at all possible, especially in these knockout competitions. They are not a team who plays a consistent brand of football. Maresca will adapt, specifically will adapt during the game, and that's difficult. So 1 goal goes in, he puts out a different formation. If they get scored on, then they may push. I don't like it. I would stay away from all things Chelsea for a while.
Thank you, sir. Well done on that one. All right, now before we get to baseball, we had questions about the weather in Coney Island today, right? The hot dog eating contest. Here you go. Humidity, 54%, 52%, roughly around there throughout the afternoon. Partly cloudy. Feels like 70, 72. Not too terribly bad, right? Humidity's not too high. Temperatures, it's not baking. It's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot, but not like overwhelming hot. Okay. All right. Home runs. Greg, you're going first, my man. Here are your options. Aaron Judge, 225. Cal Raleigh, plus 250. Kyle Schwarber, plus 300. Seiya Suzuki, plus 300. Juan Soto, plus 375. Greg, start. And then when you're done, Brad, jump right in.
Today, I think we will make it another Schwarbaum day. He's been good to us in the past. We'll continue to ride him. I looked at Raleigh today, but I think we'll go with Kyle Schwarber, plus 300.
Let's go with All Rise, baby. Top of this list, plus 225. Give me Aaron Judge.
All right, sorry. My computer got stuck on mute there. All right, say it again, Brad. Who did you have?
Give me Aaron Judge, top of this list, plus 225.
There we go. All right, yeah, sorry about that. All right, so Greg, you've got Schwarber. Brad, you've got Aaron Judge. I'm going to go Suzuki, plus 300. Pete Crow Armstrong's not a bad play as well, but I'm going to go Suzuki here at plus 300. All right, where's everybody in the chat going? Let's see. Yeah, John, it is good hot dog eating weather. It is. Yep. Seiya plus 300. Brian's going Suzuki. Kirk's going Schwarbs. Big Austin's going Juan Soto. Zach's going Schwarber. Big Mosh going Abreu and Garcia. And Soto on the table. There we go. Okay. All right. So those are our home run plays. Now, weather. So you're going to see weather's a little, it's weird today. You got a lot of wind that's blowing in. Not many places are blowing out. Reds Phillies, temperature 80 degrees, feels like 80 degrees. No rain, 5.5 miles an hour blowing in, but I mean, what do you think? So, yeah, I mean, this is a decent option here. I like the over in this game. I think you're going to see it. The wind, I'm not too terribly worried about. Cardinals and the Cubs. Look for the blue there at the right. Temperature 84, feels like 88, 15% rain and dropping. 6.5 miles an hour coming in. Pat. Anyone know why the Cubs line is dropping minus 155 to minus 135? I don't. I do not know as of right this second, but we'll look it up. Yankees and the Mets. Temperature 82, feels like 80, 7.5 miles an hour wind blowing in. Rays and the Twins. Temperature 91, feels like 91. No rain. 13.5 miles an hour blowing out to left field. Right-handed pull hitters. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Brewers and the Marlins. Solid here. Look at this. Temperature 84. Feels like 92. 27% rain. Chances there and dropping. Wind speed 7.2 miles an hour blowing right to left. Orioles and the Braves. 91 temperature. Feels like 92. Very humid in Atlanta today. No rain. 8 miles an hour blowing left to right. Astros and the Dodgers. Solid, man. Solid. Temperature 76. Feels like 75. 0% chance of rain. 8.9 miles per hour blowing out. Solid, man. Like that. Royals and the Diamondbacks. Again, just love playing this. Looking at the numbers. Look at this. This is a cool day out there, man. Winter's coming early out in Arizona. Temperature 102. Feels like 101. Yeah, man. I just like putting that on there. All right. Giants and the A's. This one's solid here, man. Temperature 82, feels like 76. No rain, 10.5 miles an hour, blowing out. All right. Hitter versus pitcher historicals today. Not bad. Austin Hayes up there, 2 home runs. Pete Crow Armstrong has got 2. Jorge Soler has 1. Torkelson, he has 1. Salvador Perez, Shea Langoliers, Helio Ramos, he has 1. Josh Naylor has 1. Francisco Alvarez, and Juan Soto down there at the bottom. 1 home run as well. Now, hitting. Okay, so you see the number of hits that we've sorted by, then you see the batting average on the right. So you see 13 hits. Ian Happ, 13 hits. Rhys Hoskins, 9 hits. Mookie Betts hitting 467 off Lance McCullers. Solid. Dansby Swanson. All right. See him listed on here. He's got 7 hits against Mikolas Suzuki. Solid there. Shohei Ohtani against McCullers. Solid there. Justin Turner, Matt Olson. Nice 286 there. Lars Nootbaar. I see a lot of Mets and Yankees. Moshe, I'm with you. I think that I think Juan Soto could have himself a very nice day today. All right, hitting streaks. Brandon Lowe, still your leader, 18 straight games. Joe Adele, 14 straight. Brian Hayes, 11 straight. Matt Olson, 10 straight games they hit. Cody Bellinger, 9 straight. Simeon, 8 straight. Corey Seager, 8 straight. Bobby Witt, 7 straight games with a hit. Torkelson, 7 straight games. Matt Chapman, 7 straight games. There you go. All right, it's Major League Baseball. Okay. Scott up there said, man, love you guys. Scott, man, love you, bro. Big time. Now, our boy, Picking Horses, said, in today's, is that Schuylerville? I got it wrong. I know that I did. At Saratoga, 10-1, money line, first-time starter. Bay Yapon, probably messed that up too, starts for Gary Contessa, who won that race with 21, first-time starter in 2023. Looks live along with My Sweetheart. Beautiful horses. Please continue to drop your picks here on the show. Contessa also won with a pair of first-time starters at Saratoga last year, plus 570 and 12-1, both gate to wire with today's rider. Junior Alvarado aboard. Picking Horses. I hope that you continue to drop your information on here. Also, drop in the chat your contact info. Where can we find you? Do you have a YouTube page? Do you got Twitter, Substack, any of that? Because damn, number 1, thank you. Number 2, we want to support you too. So if anywhere we can find you, drop that in and we'll plug it, man. Please keep dropping those. That's great stuff. Brad, you big horse racing guy?
Not really. I don't know anything about it. And we don't have real horse racing down here. I know we have to go up to Kentucky in order to get it. Steeplechase, you can't even gamble on that. So I grew up going to Steeplechase. We didn't even have that. So I just couldn't get into it.
Greg?
Yeah, my initial business partner on here actually was a big horse guy. He spent a lot of time in Philly growing up and in Florida. So he did a lot of horse stuff. I stayed out of the way because it's a whole different world of handicapping. And I mean, you're giving up a lot of odds and a lot of, numbers and just so many moving parts, literally and figuratively, with the rider, the horses, and everybody else involved. But yeah, it's an interesting handicap. It's definitely people that are in it earn it for life. And I was listening to a pod the other day and it was like every horse racing capper dies broke or something like it. And it's a tough one, but it's entertaining. I always watch the majors of it and enjoy the concept. I don't love the animal side of sports with all that, but there is something extra with horses. It's more than just racing. It's cool to see the heritage and the history and everything that comes with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, I think, Brad, you nailed it for us, in this area that we're just not around it enough, man. But I love it too. Like, I love watching horse races, man. They're quick. They're exciting. I'm with it. First time starter. Oh God. Minor inconvenience. Okay. Minor inconvenience, 7-2 money line, can run a little bit in race 6, as can my Kentucky Derby pick, Final Gambit, in today's feature. Man, I love it, dude. Thank you.
We used to have a place called Golden Gate Fields that we would go to, and every Sunday was dollar day. So they would not only pick you up, but take you, and it was dollar hot dogs, dollar soda, dollar candy, dollar beer. And you make yourself a nice Sunday out of it, and throw a couple dollars on whatever you want, a couple boxes, and go from there. But yeah, getting a ride for free and dollar beers is pretty hard to beat, whether there's any, but they could have just had the track empty and it could have just been enjoyable to look out there at it. But yeah, I think our 2 tracks are both gone now that we had in the Bay Area. So we got to venture out farther now to find some more horses.
That's a good strategy business wise. Sorry. Let me jump back real quick. I just lost it. He said, "What's up, y'all?" Man, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Joe. Sorry, there it is right there. Sup, all. Sup, Joe. Good to see you, buddy. Horses says no guarantees ever. Just bringing the info. 100%. Trust me. Like right there with you. Like they're yeah. Said it in the chat yesterday. You want a lot? Go to Home Depot. But no. I mean, horses. That's great info. And again, yeah. I mean. No, there's no guarantees in any of this, right? Like, understood for sure. Keep bringing it. Absolutely keep bringing it. That is fantastic information. And I mean, anytime if you ever want to come on, break down horses on here, that seat is open. So you're good to go. That should be a shirt, AP. It should. All right, let's hit our picks one more time. We'll jump out of here. Let everybody get on with their holiday. Greg, start us off. What do we got?
Major League Baseball today, we are on the Diamondbacks money line, and we are on the Giants money line. And then I guess we're just under an hour and a half away until we get started over in Coney Island, but we will be deep into the hot dog eating world. Joey Chestnut, under 71.5 dogs eaten today, is our play of the day for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Nice. All right. So under, that's your UTSA conference winner bet right there, but in hot dogs. I
can't say it's going to be as enjoyable to watch, but yeah.
David said, "Good morning, guys." Thanks, David. Thank you, brother. Brad, what you got, buddy?
Yeah, AB, can you imagine eating 3 hot dogs an hour for 24 hours straight and just getting to the total that Joey is supposed to be at today? That is just unfathomable, the amount of hot dogs he's going to crush. But under, I think, is a good play as well, Greg. I'm going to tell you. So we're going to Cincinnati and Chicago. We're taking that over 3 Asian total. We're looking for 4 goals, but 3 goals gives us that push. And Chicago has hit 3 goals in every single away match this season.
Well done. Also, how in the hell do you think that you feel after eating 70 hot dogs? Like, what is that recovery process like?
I know what it feels like to eat 4 slices of pizza. So 72 hot dogs has got to be one of the worst feelings in the world. Pray for anything after that.
I mean, like, here's the tough part. The people that, like, there are like 12 people that are in these, right? And we don't know 11 of them. Like, we know one guy, right? And it would suck to eat like 55 hot dogs, get your ass kicked, right? And you still ate 55 flipping hot dogs, and you're going to feel it too. Like, that's got to be a more than a 24-hour process. Like, you've got to be laying there like, oh, this is not good. Should not done this, man. Oh, dude. All right. I'm going Reds, Phillies over 8. Excuse me. Going Rangers, Padres over 8.5. Then going with the Brewers and the Marlins over 8 at -115. Horses said Phillies 41-22 versus right-hand pitchers, but only 10-14 versus left-handed pitchers. Facing good lefty Andrew Abbott today. Not crazy about fading Luzardo, but looks interesting, as does McCullers over 4.5 Ks. Excuse me, in my opinion. Horses, your seat is ready whenever you would like to take it. You are breaking it down today. Cannot thank you enough. Zach said, who's putting down the most hot dogs in the crew today? Man, you know, okay, if anybody does numbers today, like even if not doing it to eat a bunch of them, you just notice yourself at a cookout or whatever, and you're like, I've had 8 hot dogs. Anybody that does, if anyone eats over 5 hot dogs today, please let us know. Like, I think that's like, because none of us are professional eaters. Like, 5 is a lot. I would feel horrible after eating 5 hot dogs in a row. Yeah, what?
I wanted to back up Greg's point on this under. I think a lot of people are not taking into account the lack of competition that Joey has right now. So in any sport, right, if you're playing somebody who's going to push you, they're going to make you do above and beyond what your expectations even are, right? You're going to have that adrenaline kicking. Joey's probably going to get to 56 hot dogs, look around and be like, this is just easy. What am I doing up here? I think the 72 is sneaky on that under.
He's favored by, what is it? He's favored by 14.5 dogs over the next eater. And there's only like 7 people this year in the contest. So wow. I wonder the same thing. And I mean, we looked at his numbers. They're going down every year. And he took those couple of years off of not eating beef hot dogs or whatever. So, I mean, he got sponsored by that vegan company. And remember, that's where that whole thing went sideways, where he couldn't do the Nathan show because he was sponsored by a vegan dog. So, you know, that takes time and the pressure, and he's 41 years old. That's a lot of hot dogs. And he doesn't have a Kobayashi he's racing or any of the, you know, other big boys. I mean, the next biggest number is 55.5. Who's to say that he even gets to 60 if he doesn't need to push? Like you said, it's totally true. And when you're eating, it's you against yourself. But if everybody's just watching you because there's no competition, which I'd be surprised if the other guy got to 50. I mean, maybe 14.5, but I think that all these things lean to that under. And maybe he hits over it, but I mean, he's got to keep a pace and keep that pace rolling the whole time. I just think it's too many.
Hey, as Drake said, dude, if I look around and all I see are people trying to be me, the hell should I be afraid of? Like, dude, but I'm with you. Like, number one, that's another good point about Kobayashi. There's no I don't care what you're doing in life. When you've handedly defeated all of your, I'll give you the perfect example. The WWE after the Monday Night Wars, like with WCW, right? Like, don't get me wrong, WWE went off, but then it was like, okay, we did our hot shotting and now we have no competition. There's nothing to run against, right? Like you're the king. There's nobody left. So it's like, what was your motivation going to be? Now, don't get me wrong. He's going to eat a bunch of hot dogs, but Greg, I think it's a great look, man. I really do. Like, it comes down to the last, 2 minutes, because that's when you start you're just throwing mush gravy into your mouth. Like you're just dunking hot dog. Okay. Do you remember, I don't know how many years ago this was, but Big Cat at Barstool, right? Love him. And remember when he was in the contest, right? And he was at the end, and that's when I don't know if it was a woman or a guy, whoever, but somebody's doing a protest, and they ran up on the stage, and they were spraying ketchup, and everybody stopped and freaked out. The camera just panned on Big Cat, and he was just still dunking and watching.
Didn't Chestnut didn't he headlock the guy and take him down while he's still eating?
Yeah, dude, that was
that would have been the year to take the under, because they screwed up his whole time. Yeah, that was hilarious. He was like beating the guy up and eating a hot dog with the other hand. Like, that's good TV.
Badass.
That's like WWE and the hot dog contest combined. I would get down for that. That would be
the most American thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh yeah, and I don't even know what she was protesting.
That was when it was this fad, when everybody was just jumping on the courts and doing all that, and which was great, because they said, fine, I'm protecting myself now, so you want to jump in the middle of this and get beat up by a hot dog.
I don't even want to know what animal is actually in hot dog. What is it? Possum? You know what I mean? Like, who are you? And I'm kidding. Like, I'm not saying negative about Nathan's, because you're right. Nathan's hot dogs are phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But And Dave Portnoy was live tweeting it. He was cheering on Chestnut, kicking that guy's ass. And then he was like, keep going, Big Cat. Then they put up the scoreboard. It was like Chestnut 66, Big Cat 4. Oh, Big Cat's funny, man. Oh, dude, that's hilarious. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Zach said hot dog eating contest considered a novelty prop, only available. Yeah, I couldn't find it either. Now keep an eye. It might pop up. Some books, like, here's the other problem with it too, is that I haven't really seen a ton of advertising for it, right? Like, not what that they normally do, and some of the books might just be sleeping on it. Some books, like, you might actually be able to get it, and some books are just like, we're not even like. I don't even want to lose money on this. Like, it's like college baseball. Some of them, they're like, no, we're not even going to put a line up. You know what I mean? For like 2 teams that score 1 billion runs, right? But yeah, keep an eye on there. Kirk said, I ate 6 conies after work yesterday morning. It was my dinner. I worked second. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, Kirk's on that same plan that I am. Dinner comes about 2:30 in the morning. Dude, how'd you feel after 6 conies? Whoa, boy, that had to be tough, man. That'd be tough for sure. Ian said, just bet Esper plus 20.5 on the dog spread. I like it. All right, so what do we need to call this? All right, baseball, we call it a run line. All right. We call it a
bun line.
Bun line. Okay, I was gonna say we're either going bun line, dog line, or hot line. All right. I think bun line. Yeah.
I like bun line. I mean, it rhymes. It's perfect.
Yeah. I think bun line. Yeah.
I'm just glad betting on this has brought such an entertaining show today with the conversation.
Oh, dude, I absolutely. As soon as I saw your email, I was like, "Oh, hell yeah, yeah."
We took it yesterday. I sent it out yesterday. My clients are just like, "Yes, let's go." Like, I don't care what happens. Now I've got action on the thing I want to watch this morning.
It's awesome, dude. And so real quick, hold on. Joe said, "Please, everyone, nobody do anything stupid that results in a fireworks injury." Yes, please do. Not do anything.
Let the fireworks out of your hand when they go off, away from your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's something military grade, get away.
Yeah. David said, where's the hot dog eating line? What books? BetMGM, FanDuel, any other BetUS. Ian said, I bet hot dogs at BetUS offshore. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so BetMGM, FanDuel, and then we're going to see some other ones pop up.
My question is why hasn't Caesars Sportsbook and Little Caesars teamed up for like a hot and ready eating contest? I mean, this is just, it's writing itself. Like, somebody needs to get in there and just start crushing pizzas. This is America.
This is America. You're right. You're right.
They got to eat breadsticks too. They got to all of it.
How many hot and readies can you take down in 15 minutes?
Those hot and readies, dude.
I like what I'm hearing.
Yep. Those hot and readies.
That seems like a ton of promotional options right there.
Like no water, just garlic sauce.
Oh
yeah,
boy. Oh boy.
What's the weather like? Plays a factor eating hot dogs when it's hot and muggy. Well, Tizzle, my boy, number one, you're correct. And number two, here's the deal. It's actually pretty good hot dog eating weather. Look at this. 70 degrees, 54% humidity. I wish we knew how the how the wind is going to play into the hot dogs. All right, yeah. So it's actually pretty good hot dog eating weather there. So let's see. Oh, Joe, me and Joe have talked about this. Brad Caesars has some very dumb people. I'll tell you another story about this real quick. We were back in the CBS days. We were working with like a couple different books, and Caesars, They're people. They had no idea. It was crazy. You know Todd Furman? Todd freaking Furman. They had people in the room that were like treating that guy like he was like just some intern when he had suggestions. And I was like, are you people insane? Like, this is the smartest betting guy on planet Earth. What are you doing? I just elbowed him and I was like, I think we need to leave this room.
How much edibility does each percent of humidity add per dog? Great question.
Yeah.
Does it expand the dog?
Great question. I will say, we'll back it up with statistical information. Since his 76 hot dog world record in 21, which is a long time ago, 4 years ago, he went 75, then 76 in 2021. Then 2022, 63, 2023, 62. And then last year, 58 hot dogs for Bertoletti because he won by default, basically, since Chestnut wasn't in it. But unless he's going to get to close to that record, 77, I mean, I feel like it's a daunting number. And you think about 5 years ago or 4 years ago, it's a long time in the eating world, especially as you keep aging.
Oh, yeah. Dude, 100%. I mean, that's so much food, dude. It's crazy. Reed said it's actually pretty good hot dog eating. Who thought that'd be a statement? I know. Joe said, I met EK at the William Hill. Yep, William Hill. Office back in the day. Are you talking about Eric Casillas? Is that who you're referencing? Because if you are, Eric Casillas is awesome. Awesome, dude. That dude's hilarious. Great dude. Funny as hell, man. And you're right. Super nice guy. Yep, absolutely. Joe nailed it. Eric Casillas is awesome. Super, like exactly what you like think that he is. He is. Great dude, man. Great dude. And he I think he used to be with Holly Saunders. I think they were married. Yeah. I was like, dude, EK. He goes, shut up. Casillas is awesome. Joe's absolutely correct, man. Dude. But I was the only person who knew who he was. Yeah, it happens. Dude, he's great. Tizzle, was it last year they canceled it, then uncanceled it? Joey was to light someone up if he didn't go to eat. Did that happen last year? I can't remember.
Joey was out of it last year. That was the one that he got taken away from because of that vegan one.
Meat deal.
Yeah.
The meat deal.
Yeah, I guess it was 2 years ago when he beat up that person on stage.
I love that he kept eating the dogs.
Yeah, he just pummeled. He should have stuffed like a bun in their face when he was doing it too.
Oh, dude. Well, I'll tell you what you do. You take that poison water that's full of buns, and you just toss it in the face. Yeah. I want to see somebody take a shot of that after they get done eating 70 hot dogs.
Oh, it's too early to.
I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dude, you're on the West Coast. What time is it? It's like 7:55 your time, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forget that we had you on early here.
Hot dog water.
Say it again, Brad. Sorry. What?
They're only allowed to use the boiled hot dog water. Oh, my God.
Brutal. I'll tell you guys a good hot dog. Good Coney is Sonic.
Oh, yeah. I miss Sonic.
Yeah. Oh, yo, dude. Yeah.
It's gone down.
Yeah, chili cheese Coney and cherry limeade. We're talking.
Ooh, you're a cherry limeade guy? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm an ocean water man myself, but
when we were in college, we had one right down the street in North Carolina, and we'd go there and we'd get those watermelon slush things.
Yeah.
And then go to ABC store and get a bunch of Burnett's or whatever it was. Combine that with, I think that was the one back in the day, was Burnett's. Yeah, you get those watermelon slushes. Those things are nice.
Oh yeah, dude. If you're over there getting Burnett's, they might as well just give just a pack of Marlboro Reds with that. Like, you're gonna be smoking cigs. Big Jeff, good to see you in the chat, buddy. Jeff, my man. Let's see. Japan. Does anyone like chicken dogs? I've never had a chicken dog. You guys, have you had one, Brad?
Yeah, they're good. It tastes different. I don't really like the apple dogs. I don't know if anybody's into those.
They have apple dogs?
Yeah, they got the apple brat. It's got like little apple flavor in it. It's pretty popular. But the best one, I'd say, if you're going to go with a non-traditional hot dog, it's got to be the smoky, right? With the little cheese inside.
Solid. Maddie, I said $10 drunk Broadway dog hits, though. Hits. Bro, hits.
Had a couple of those.
Oh, dude. Go hit the hot dog stand behind Legends across from Bridgestone Arena. That hot dog, dude, is bringing it.
Third and Church in front of Wild Beaver. Yeah, that's my.
Yeah. Oh, that's right by the CBS office because we were in the CMT building.
Yeah.
Yeah, right beside it.
Tough location.
Yeah, dude. The office used to have. Well, it still does. There's a fire exit. Okay. So if you look at the CBS building that's in Nashville, if anybody wants like what I'm talking about, Google the CMT Nashville building, and that's what it is, right? Same company, Paramount. All right, they own everything. Well, they're selling everything now, right? But anyways, the fire exit in the building took you out to Printer's Alley. There were a lot of people in that office that came back very drunk after lunch. Mondays, Thursdays, people who got all their camera work done in the morning. Also, the funny thing is that I don't know how other people's offices are, but after COVID and like the work from home, or we're gonna bring everybody back to the office, like all that stuff, they never said anything. Right? Because they didn't want to take a stance of like everyone has to come back or whatever. So I swear to you, this office was 4 or 5 floors, all of ours, and 3 people in the office every day, max. I used to send video. I would come in and do hits on CBS Sports HQ. Right? Didn't matter if it was 10 in the morning, 10 at night. Anytime in between, there was no one ever in that office. The funny thing is the security guard, dude, he'd come up because there was nobody there, but he knew I always did like CBS Sports HQ hits at night, right? Like after NBA games or whatever. And it would be like, a lot of times it'd be Caecilius, me, and Avery Johnson, who's awesome and hilarious, right? So come up there, and I swear to God, it would be like 10 minutes of a hit, and then you leave, you're done. The security guard that worked there, he would always be standing outside in the parking lot smoking cigs. And he was like, "Hey, how'd it go, bub?" He was awesome. It was hilarious, man. But he was like, I was like, "Dude, you just out here burning?" He's like, "There's no one here."
Yeah, that's the security gig ever. That's the best one.
Oh, yeah. Dude, all you have to do is make sure that drunk people like on 3rd Avenue don't come, or second and third, like that they don't like wander in, but you had to have like 3 different key cards, right? Like you were not getting in. And oh yeah, dude, that I told that guy, I said, "You secretly have the greatest job on planet Earth." I was like, because there's no one the company that he worked for, was like a national, office security company, whatever. I was like, "Are any of your bosses here?" He was like, "My closest boss is in like San Mateo, California," right? I said, "You've got the greatest job ever. No one knows that there's no one here. Like they've never been here."
I'll let his boss know I'm 20 minutes away.
I told him, I said, "Dude, don't rock the boat. You just keep getting those incremental raises and act like this place is busy."
Yeah, look upset and walk with that real good strut. Nobody ever messes with you.
Oh no, dude, and you gotta be twirling the keys.
Yeah.
Like you're in a prison walking around.
I have a friend who works at the UBS building. He does that exact thing. He does it as part-time, and he just does his job while he's working the security. So, I mean, I didn't say that. He doesn't work for UBS. He works for some other company outside of Nashville for sure. But yeah, absolutely. I mean, those jobs,
dude,
part-time.
I mean, it's probably hit or miss depending on like where your security at. You know what I mean? But I mean, this guy had it. And the other thing too was that there were so many vendors that would bring food. You know what I mean? That would meet with like an executive. and they would bring a ton of food thinking that there would be a lot of, because they want CBS to buy whatever they're pitching, right? And there was always food. Like, so I told this guy, I was like, dude, you know that there's food. He goes, I already know. I was like, man, you got it made, boy. Reed said the security guard at my office guards 4 to 7 employees and sees the public at most once a week during hearings. Yep. Dude. Jeff, I got in late. Who we taking on the Nats game? All right, let me throw the picks up here. All right. So I actually don't think any of us do we have a play on that? No. All right, let me pull up the weather though. Go ahead.
Naps, is that short for Nathan's?
Yeah. Let me pull up the weather here. Shoot, I don't have it. Damn it, never mind. Well, sorry, buddy. Sorry, Big Jeff. I got nothing on it. If anybody has a play on it, Mosh, you in the chat?
Mosh has got a play on it.
Got 6 plays on it. He gets those early lines too.
I want to know who's grilling hot dogs already.
Go ahead. What'd you say?
I want to know who's grilling hot dogs already.
I know, right? I know.
Who's already started?
Yeah. Matty Eyes, CJ Abrams over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Absolutely love it, man. Tizzle, yeah, the Giants putting belt to ass for the ace tonight. It's gonna be there. Gonna be runs for sure.
Yeah, it's warm. It's warm here already. It's been warm this week in the Bay. It was super humid yesterday here. Yeah. Surprisingly humid in the Bay Area yesterday. So
you guys, dude, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I apologize. It's been warm West Coast, like baseball wise, like doing the weather every day, like both Northern and Southern California, like there's been a lot of humidity, man. And I know that you guys get it. Like, it's not, I mean, California's a desert. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that it gets hot, but yeah, like you guys, the West Coast has had great baseball weather all summer, man. All summer. Let's see. Mosh, hold on. Abreu home run. There we go. Love this crew. William Abreu, 1+ home run plus 390. There we go. And look, yeah, as Japan said, Mosh, thank you for all the work you do. He is the man. Just bare naked ladies. Yes, it's been one. Oh. Anytime somebody says it's been, it pops in my head every time. It's been. Oh, man. Ben said, Tizzle as an Ace fan, I can't bet the right side of that team to save my life. Dude, that is true in sports betting. You know who mine is in that? LSU football. I swear for 3 years, I have not been able to get on the right side of them. I just couldn't figure them out. Ben, I'm glad that you said that. Like, it's so funny that I think everybody has teams like that, in different sports where it's just like, I can't get on the right side of them. I cannot figure this team out. And then you start flipping, you're fading and following, and you're just on the opposite side. Dude, Joe said you sound like him. Hey, it's been. I wonder what the bare naked ladies are doing today. How do the bare naked ladies celebrate the 4th of July? Oh, well, on side note of that, do you know who loves 4th of July more than anybody on planet friggin' Earth? Lee Greenwood. Yeah. And I'm proud to be an American. Dude, I bet that guy's downloads today. It's a payday. He is in the Bobby Bonilla category of patriotic music. Nobody's listening to Lee Greenwood for 364 days in the year. But today, there's going to be his numbers on Spotify, I bet, are going to be through the roof.
And same with Spring.
With who?
Springsteen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Constant.
Yeah.
But he's a little different than that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Springsteen, he's got his money, right? So it's like, don't get me wrong, everybody loves more, but Lee Greenwood might need the money. Like, this might be like his day where he's like, Yeah, getting out of liens today, boy. We're paying all the bills off. Dude, Tizzle already blasted that song this morning. Absolutely. And it's a banger of a song, right? Like, it is. You know what? That's what I'm going to do today. All right. I'm going over to Mim's house at like 2. All right. And while they're shooting fireworks at each other, I'm going to sit there. Yeah. I'm going to find it because I want to know what Lee Greenwood's streaming numbers. It's like him on the 4th of July in Mariah Carey Christmas time. I mean, it's built in. Every store plays Mariah Carey Christmas music. Like, I cannot imagine what her streaming numbers look like at Christmas time. And you get a whole month, right? Like, Lee Greenwood has one day. And if I were him, I bet he wakes up at 12:01, pulls up the creator numbers, on Spotify, and just starts printing money, baby. Let's go. AB, did you have a home run graphic? I was late because ruckus with the other guys. Yeah, buddy. Let me see here. All right. Aaron Judge, 225. Cal Raleigh, plus 250. Kyle Schwarber, plus 300. Suzuki, plus 300. And Juan Soto, plus 375. Now, let's see. Japan, my boy. Brad, you were on Judge, right?
Yes, sir.
Greg, you were on Schwarber?
Yeah.
All right. So Judge, Schwarber, I'm going Suzuki plus 300. Ben said, pair with the Raiders fandom is brutal. Being a Buckeye fan saves me. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Ohio State. Oh, dude. If you dropped Ohio State in the SEC, like, and I'm talking about like not even like on the field. I mean, they just won the national championship, crushing everybody. But like, the fan base, like the atmosphere, the tailgate, like Ohio State go toe to toe with anybody.
Absolutely.
Anybody.
Columbus is fun on Saturdays.
Oh God, yeah. Like, dude, the shoe. That dude, I respect it. What'd you say?
Classic stadium.
What'd you say it again?
Just classic stadium. Just college football through and through.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. And if you're up there acting like an ass on the road, they go let your ass know about it. But if you're not, best people there are. Like, can't buy a beer. You know what I mean? Dude, yeah, for sure. Joe said AB's been going rogue lately. This feels like I love it. I do too. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, Roger, football is gonna be fantastic, man. Like this season is gonna be great, dude. Like I cannot wait for DTL football this year. It's gonna we had a pretty good system going, and we're gonna upgrade that. And that's not a negative on anybody or anything. I'm just saying, like, I got some other ideas that we're going to do. Like, football season is going to be awesome. Awesome, man.
Are we doing night shows? Like,
yeah.
Monday, Sunday, Thursday?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Big time, man. Big time. Yeah. I can't wait. Well, my man 49er said, I'm going Suzuki too. Good stuff. Hell yeah. Dude, and speaking of, we were talking about this, like, I had taken the 49ers to win the Super Bowl this year, and I saw, was it Joel Klatt? I think he was with Colin Cowherd. And he was, dude, all over him, like in a good way. You know what I mean? Like San Francisco. Not that there's not any pressure, on Shanahan or, anybody like that. But Shanahan is a quiet, intense dude. Like, they just got to stay. They just have to stay healthy. They're so damn physical. They're so physical, and I love it. You know what I mean, dude? When they drafted Juwan Jennings, we were saying it on air that minute. I was like, "You have no idea the dog that you just drafted." Like, well, you do because you drafted him, right? But I was like, "This dude is a perfect 49." You remember, dude, when Juwan Jennings was at Tennessee, number one. He was recruited. He was a 4-star quarterback. out of high school. The dude has a crazy arm, athletic, all that. But that dude is physical. And he, after Tennessee and Vanderbilt played, all right, his last game, dude, he was in the middle of it because Vanderbilt, was chirping a little bit. And Juwan was grabbing linemen, both of them, in the middle of the field after the game and was like, I'll whip all of your asses. And he would. Juwan Jennings that's a bad dude, man. I'm telling you, he doesn't, like, if you look size-wise, like, he doesn't look like, he's juice check out there, but he'll whoop your ass, man. Juwan Jennings is no joke.
We took San Francisco to win it a month ago. We gave it out.
Did you really? Nice.
Yeah, 22-1. We took it.
Yeah.
I think
I
like them to win the West.
You like it? Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like them to win the division. I like them to win the NFC, and yeah, I think that this is the perfect year for them to kind of sneak under the radar. I think, and if McCaffrey's even remotely healthy and Purdy has a decent year, and what they did with the draft, I think quietly was really, really good, filling the needs they had. And yeah, I mean, the coaching staff is solid and consistent. They upgraded with that coaching staff as well. I think that definitely a good time to be a Niners fan, and it's. Like you said, there's a different kind of pressure this year. I think that the expectations are a little bit lower, which I think helps too. You've got Super Bowl or bust every year. It gets tough, and that's always going to be the aspiration, I think, with this team. But I think that with the recent setbacks and everything else has happened, especially with the injuries last year and so much uncontrolled, it's, I think, a really good number. I see like 17 or 18 still, but yeah, I think that any way you can get the Niners even till the Super Bowl is also good as well, if not using them, like a hedge point like we have with 22.
Yeah, no doubt. Tisla said, didn't Juwan throw a TD in the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think he had 2 TD. Like, if the 49ers won, Juwan Jennings was going to win Super Bowl MVP. Like, no question. He was absolutely going to do it. AB put Japan. Oh, dude, Japan's always welcome. Always. Always welcome for sure. Maybe sticking 49ers, you like Kittle for yards? Dude, I love Kittle this year, especially and with Deebo Samuel having gone to Washington. And again, I don't say anything negative about Deebo, but I think that after everything that went through and, him and the kicker and just it was time to move on, right? And I think that it's going to be a net positive for both Deebo and the 49ers. And with that, yeah. I like Kittle, especially, Greg, like you were saying, if McCaffrey, misses a game or two or, whatever this year. Yeah, I love, like, Kittle's a dog. Absolute dog, man. Absolute dog. Roger said, I'm high on Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Okay. Pittsburgh definitely, like, I'm with you. Like, I wasn't saying that, disagreeing. I'm with you on Green Bay. We took them to make the playoffs. In Pittsburgh, man, I'm fascinated to see it. They're definitely going to be better. Look, Tomlin and them did a great job as best they could with the 2 QB system last year, right? And I mean, if Aaron Rodgers is healthy, and I think, like, he will, but like he had a great end of the year. They didn't do a lot of winning, but he'll be solid, man. Be absolutely solid. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm fascinated to see that. But, with the 49ers, it's kind of like the Chiefs and the Eagles. Go ahead, double Kittle if you want. Here comes Juwan Jennings up the seam, and I'm going to throw it. What I love about Shanahan is that he's the same as Tom Brady. And I heard Tom Brady say this in an interview or something. And he was talking about, he goes, he was talking about, like, if they double teamed Randy Moss back then, or or Gronk or whoever, Brady goes, dude, he goes, I actually loved it. He goes, I loved it when they had double coverage on Gronk. He goes, because I would just, here comes 12 5-yard out patterns to Julian Edelman, and I'm going to throw it and throw it and throw it and throw it until your dumbass comes up, and I'm going to make you defend it. And then I'm throwing to Gronk when he's one-on-one. Oh, dude, Pearsall, I love that dude. came in as a hero. I think he saved a woman from like a robbery, took 2 shotgun blasts, and then the dude was coming in like, I mean, freak, man. He was a stud at Florida. I saw enough of his ass. That dude has hands. He catches everything. Yeah, dude. What did you want? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. Tom Brady's the best. Dude, and I've heard them talk about it. And who's the OC? He's the OC, Josh McDaniels. And McDaniels would say the same thing. He was like, dude, we didn't overthink it. Like, you want to double Gronk? Cool. I'm gonna make you pay for it, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm not doing anything else. Because one person's gonna be open, and I'm throwing to him 12 times in a row until you step your ass up. Right? You ain't running, dude. You're not running a cover 3 back here. We're not running nickel and dime. I'm gonna make you bring up to the line, cover 0, man on man, and then I'm going right to ground. Oh my god, Reed! I just found some old fireworks from last year in the garage. They still good, safe? Absolutely. The fireworks.
Find out.
Yeah. What? I guess it's just what gun. Well, it's not gunpowder, but I guess something like that. Some sort of munition powder. I guess there's an expiration, but I think
as long as you're not loading your musket, you'll be fine. I think.
Dude, holding the musket and then jamming it.
Hang on, I gotta get my beer. Hold on, hold my.
Yeah. Oh, I got a pocket full of mini balls. Like,
hurry!
Hey, that in the Civil War. Look, a lot of the Civil War was fought around Nashville, and you'll see a ton of places that have a lot of like, the battlefields and all that kind of stuff. And you see it, and they taught like you'll see, when you go to like a tourist thing or whatever like that, and they'll have like the information boards, that you can read. And those mini balls, when they invented that, dude, that's what made the Civil War so bloody, is that these things were coming. Nobody knew how to, like, there's nothing you could do. And they were brutal. Like when it hit your body, it was just, yeah. It's one of those, like, you get shot in the shoulder and it somehow comes out of your foot. It's like a lightning.
And worse, the infection that comes from all those.
Oh. You imagine being a medic in the Civil War? Every answer is,
big axe.
Cut that off.
Yeah.
We're going to cut that off.
Yeah. Take a deep bite of this, and here's some whiskey.
Yeah. You got a belt? Chew on it. This is not going to be pleasant.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's what you get here on Driving the Line. That's the DTL difference right there. Talking Civil War injuries. All right. Joe said Scotty Miller was a stud in the MFC championship game because he was open. Scotty freaking Miller. Now, hold on. This will be the last question, then we'll get out of here for sure. Because I want you guys to enjoy your holiday with your family and friends. Oh shit, where'd it go? Sorry. Oh, here it is. All right, read. Oh man, cornhole is on live. Wonder if there's a betting market. My boy, there is a betting market. And I'm going to show it to you. I don't know what it's for. All right, but we've got the American Cornhole League. I guess today is the Signature 6. Who are we going with here? I'm feeling Matt Guy. 1,400. I'm going Matt Guy. Brad, where are you going?
Oh, my.
I know it's tough to read.
I'm going to take Logan Chamberlain. Give me plus 2,000. Logan, baby.
All right. Greg, you look like you're a Justin Burton Jr. kind of guy.
I was going to literally just say Logan Chamberlain. We'll go with Chris Roybal.
Okay. All right. Plus 1,600. There we go. Oops. Sorry. Blame the producer. All right. We'll get out of here. Brad, any final thoughts before we go? Well, hold on. let me let you cook, because I believe on the back of this board, are these the Brett Favre Islands? Does he have islands now?
The Faroe Islands. Not a lot of talk on the Faroe Islands. It's a tiny, tiny little country, but sometimes where you have tiny countries, you have big goal scoring markets. So this is one of those that's really been trending. Both teams to score is now hitting its stride. It is 54% for the entire year, but lately it's now trending 17-8 at 68%. Almost 7 out of every 10 matches are hitting both teams to score, but the trending figure in the Faroe Islands is that over 2.5 goals. It's now coming in 78% of the last 23 matches. And in Faroe, it also hits the over 3.5 in 72% of those 2.5s. So if you're looking for goals, maybe take a look at one of those small countries like the Faroe Islands.
Nice. Purple Hawk said, did the taxpayers buy him the island? That's good. I like that it's like him and Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man. Everybody's got a price. Obby, y'all are still going. Wow, happy 4th. Happy 4th, Obby. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you indeed, man. Pat, anybody like the under in the Boston Red Sox game? That would just start. They getting going at 10:20 in the morning. Don't know if it's brought. You should take the afternoon show off. AB, enjoy the football. Understand. Tizzle, you know what? I agree. We'll stop it here for today. No afternoon show. Tizzle, you're the man. And all right. So first off, Greg, any final thoughts before we get out of here? I don't know why I was wagging my finger at you. I don't know why I was doing that.
No, and have a great holiday. Obviously we're celebrating something bigger, so it's enjoy the time we have, but make sure we appreciate the reason that we have a holiday like this and all those that have sacrificed. I'm a military family, so I've been seen the sides of it, let's just say, and I appreciate and respect what goes into it. And there's a lot of people that have stepped forward when a lot of others weren't, so you can appreciate the things like this where we can talk about the glizzy breakdown for an hour, because we live in a place like this where we're able to do it. So politics aside, however you feel, so be it, but appreciate that we live in a place where you're allowed to have an opinion and you're allowed to enjoy things like this. So from Glizzy's to Gettysburg, it's been a fun one today. That's all I can say, I guess. Enjoy your Friday.
All right, we're making another t-shirt. From Glizzy's to Gettysburg. Oh, dude, that was awesome. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we spoke about this yesterday, and we'll reiterate it of exactly what you just said. Anyone who served, men, women, and the families, because you bring up a good point, and we say this a lot, but families serve alongside, man, and it's tough. It's very, very difficult. Everyone, is affected, and it's something that I'm not going to say you have to deal with, but you get it. You know what I mean? It is a very big thing to make sure that, all of our service people, and I say this as anyone here, DTL, you serve, family serve, all of that. Thank you. For real. Thank you. And as Greg said, I put on Twitter last night, but as Greg said, man, like the opportunity afforded to us to chase dreams and with the freedoms and the liberty that we have, dude, there's a blood price for that. You know what I mean? Like that this is a celebratory holiday. So I'm not trying to make it sad or anything like that, but it's important to understand the absolute bloodshed that it took for all of us to be able to do this. Thank you. Like I don't have the words for it. I'm not a good enough linguist to do it, but thank you, all of you. Thank you. All right. We'll get out of here. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July. And we'll be live tomorrow. Yeah. 10 a.m. Eastern, no afternoon show. Yeah. And I appreciate that. We'll all, take the time off and spend time with family and friends and all that. But yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Thank you. Yeah. As well said, never a bad day to thank a service member. Absolutely. And look, I know that, I've got friends, who are, name the branch. Right. And, they get annoyed. They're not annoyed, but like the thanking, let me take a step back. They're not annoyed by that at all, but service members are just, they're tough dudes. They're like, appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm with it. Like, never a bad day. Well, you said it best. Never a bad day to thank a service member and their families. 100%. 100%, man. Because that is a very serious thing. And we should all be very appreciative of that. So, yeah, Matty Ice absolutely said it best. Jeff said, amen, AB on the service. Absolutely. Matty Ice, come back with all 10 fingers. We need 10 fingers tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern in the chat from everybody. All right, we'll get out of here, everybody. Best of luck, man. Let's cash these tickets. Have a wonderful holiday. Cannot thank you guys enough for everything that you do for driving the line. You guys are seriously the ones that push this thing, and cannot thank you enough. Brad, cannot thank you enough. Greg, cannot thank you enough for coming on so many times and being just a huge part of all of this, man. Thank you both, for real. All right, get out of here, everybody. Best of luck. Cash these tickets. Eat some glizzies. Enjoy it. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Who's got it better than